Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to walk you through this different ways you're going to have to use JASP to complete activity 2-3. So I'm already starting with the data already loaded into JASP. If you're not exactly sure how to do that, again, review one of the previous videos where I've showed that. So again, the data's in here. We're going to just quickly describe what the data is. What we have here is the weight gain that a group of infants exhibited after they got massage treatment. This is the weight gain of a control group, so a different group of infants who did not get the massage, how much weight they gained after the respective treatments, the massage versus the control placebo. This column represents what's something called an APGAR score. The activity will explain what that is, and it's the starting score of the massage group. So this is all those scores. And this is the starting APGAR scores for the control group. Now again, since these are starting, you want these to be the same because this is before they get the massage treatment. And that, again, the activity will walk you through that. These last two columns represent the starting weight of the massage group and the starting weight of the control group. So again, you're going to want to have these be the same before your study. You want them to be about initially equivalent, then you're going to exhibit do the treatment to them, and then we'll see if that has an effect by measuring and comparing their weight gain over here. Now the activity is going to ask you to, again, start off by comparing the two groups. And you'll do that by clicking on descriptives and then descriptives again. And one of the first activities or the questions in the activity is going to ask you to compare the APGAR scores of the control group to the massage group. So you do the control group first. So you move the starting APGAR score over. And you can see that, let me get this out of here. There. So the only thing we have left is the data that we have for this one variable here. You can see that it's giving us some descriptive statistics here. But the first thing we want to do is get a bar graph. So you can do that by clicking on this plots tab down here. And then if you just click on distribution, you can see it'll give you a bar graph of the starting APGAR control group. Now we'd like to compare these numbers to, or this distribution, to the distribution of the other APGAR or massage group. So starting APGAR for massage, if you just move that over at the same time, you can see it adds variables like the mean and the standard deviation up here to the table, but it also generates this distribution down here. So we can visually look at them. If you want to see them side by side, you can just move that over and it'll let you do it. And if you look at this, I'm going to give you some hints to some of the questions. These are similar. They have a similar shape. This is negatively skewed. This is negatively skewed. The peak here, the mode is at 8. The mode is at 8. So they're not identical, but they're certainly within what you'd expect due to sampling error. They're very similar to start with. Now, another thing that this activity is going to ask you to do is to generate the mean, the median, and mode. The mean is already in here in the standard deviation. You're also going to want the range. So I'm going to show you how to get that information. You can scroll down here and click on statistics. I'm going to go ahead and close this plots windows to bring the statistics tab up a little higher. So now if you click on this statistics tab, you can get a bunch of different statistics. Well, the mean is already checked. So if I uncheck that, the mean goes away from this table. Of course, we do want it. So the mean, the median, and the mode are 3 measures of central tendency. Get them all, and then you can choose which one, and then you can compare the two groups. Standard deviation is already checked. Might as well do the range as well. I think a question asks about that. And you can see that all of that information is now over here in this table. So again, we said earlier that visually they looked pretty similar, the two distributions. Well, now we can look at them quantitatively. The mean is 7 for the starting APGAR control group, and it's 7.2 for the other group. So again, very similar. The median is the same, 7. The mode is the same, 8. The standard deviation are very similar. So again, these two distributions look pretty similar, both visually and quantitatively. This is enough information, I think, to get you working through activity 2-3. Basically, what you're going to have to be doing is moving variables back and forth into this box. Next, you'll be dealing with the starting weight variables, comparing them, making some decisions about whether those two groups are similar then, and then you'll be comparing the final weight, making some decisions based on the outcome of the data. Again, that's, I think, enough to get you started. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me and I'd be happy to respond.